A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Happy holidays! And a look at the stats for Darius Garland.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Jared Allen out there with Chuma Okeke. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, they've got Daniel Gafford. Anthony Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's the Prophet in at the shooting guard position. You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial all-star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
A volume shooter at the arc. Mitchell will rarely hesitate to take that.
To the paint. Tipped. Fast break, Cleveland. Deflected. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Irving against Garland. Here's Okeke.
You know, defensively, Anthony Davis might be the most versatile big guy in the league. I mean, this guy does a nice job not only blocking shots, but challenging shots as he did there.
They get it back. The 3 from Washington. And he buries his first look.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Hunter. Pass to Mitchell. Pulls it from the top of the key, and it's good. 2 points. Mitchell's got 5.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball.
Here's the Prophet. Checked by Mitchell. There's Davis with the 3, and Dallas hits again from deep.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Garland, the pass to Okeke. Back to Garland. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. And guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. Approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant. How much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years, too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
Pass to Okeke. Back to Garland. Hunter, a screen on Irving. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. And the 3 off target. And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. And as their amazing winning streak continues, this is a story that's gone beyond sports. It's captured the entire country's attention.
I don't even know how you describe the winning streak this team is on. It's a combination of the talent this crew has, but the confidence and self-belief and togetherness, cohesiveness that these guys have. It's a special thing to behold.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Jerome's checked in for the Cavaliers. And Grant for the Cavs to take that next step in terms of contending. What do you think has to happen?
Well, number one, enhancing their ability to put pressure on the rim. When you look at their rate of free throws and offensive rebounds, there's big room for improvement.
The Mavericks leading. The Prophet, the pass to Irving, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles, and that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Outside Irving, back to Thompson. Outside Irving. .43 seconds left in the first. He's off on the layup. The Cavs have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Pass to Wade, and here's Strus. And he lobs it up, and he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome!
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Cleveland leading by 3. Garland for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
And Garland is someone you must be aware of at all times, especially out on the perimeter.
The Prophet, the pass to Thompson. Here's Irving. And that one drops for him.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
So for Cleveland right now, Mitchell on the wing with Strus. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's Ty Jerome. And it's Tyson in at the power forward position. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Prophet in their last game against the Rockets got the job done. He contributed 20 points and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the stripe. There is no slowing this team down right now, and it's because he has been so incredible for them during this run.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. Okoro is checked in for Cleveland. Outside for Davis. Pass to the Prophet. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, ripped away! Here's Jerome. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Here's Thompson. Strus the pass to Mitchell. Thompson, a screen on Dinwiddie. From deep, Mitchell. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Jerome. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And now a 7-point Cleveland lead.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't...
So it's Dallas closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Thank you for...
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
Okay, fellas. And that'll do it for...
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Washington out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Daniel Gafford. And it's the Prophet in at the two-guard spot. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Pass to Mitchell from behind the arc. Gafford grabs the miss. Dallas leading by 9. Here's the Prophet. And yep, it's good. The Prophet's got 9 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Back to Garland. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
And what a night for Garland. He does this every once in a while. It just explodes.
Davis just merciless inside.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Garland. 13 points in the game. Pass to Okiki. And here's Hunter. Takes the 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
And it's the Prophet missing. Cavaliers trail by 9. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
Pass to the Prophet for 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years, a big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Strus has checked in. no good on the shot.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. On the wing, Mitchell. Garland for three. And it's the Prophet with a rebound. Dallas has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Thompson passes to the Prophet. Thompson outside. Offline with a three.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Allen. Inside. A strong move by Mitchell inside.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Here's the Prophet. He's got 12. On the wing, Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Strus the pass to Garland. Off target with the three.
He hasn't found the range lately. It's wild to think he had 3 triples there in the first half.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter.
Look, you never want to foul a jump shooter. And guys, hear me on this. I'm pretty sure Clay qualifies as a jump shooter. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Garland, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Garland. 15 points in the game. And here's Strus outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really...
He's checked in for Tyson. On the court for the Cavaliers. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. Isaac Okoro is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Jerome in at the 1. Pass to the Prophet. Now here's Irving. Clock at 4. Over Mitchell. Dallas no good that time either. The Cavaliers trail by 18. The Prophet, the pass to Irving. Here's the Prophet. Outside Davis. Here's the Prophet. Guarded by Okoro. Outside Davis. Three-pointer. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
From deep, Mitchell connects from downtown.
The answer from Mitchell, a 3 of his own.
Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. They're on a 14-3 run. Pass to Davis. Out to the wing. Here's the Prophet. Checked by Mitchell. And it's the Prophet missing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Down low. Here's Mitchell, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists in the game. Dallas leading by 16. Here's the Prophet. Pass to Davis. And here's Gafford. Here's the Prophet. And the Mavericks, another 3.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
The 3 from Mitchell. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Washington's got 4 rebounds now.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Mavericks.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. But I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for the Prophet.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Outside Mitchell. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
What you love about Mitchell, he plays with energy, explosiveness, and courage.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marshall, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Exum comes in for Washington. And it's Dinwiddie in for Kyrie Irving. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Wade, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Okoro comes in for Okiki. Strus, he's checked in for Hunter. And Jerome subbed in for Garland. Here's Wade, outside Strus. They set the screen. Fires top of the key, and the shot's good. Here's the Prophet. Right wing. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everybody.
Good win. Let's keep it going. Great music, great rhythm.
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
They got nothing on y'all. You got to remember
to a safe and glorious sports experience. We therefore ask you to
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
And he's well aware of the other contenders as well. So if he is going to win that award, he knows he has to be at his best when he's matched up against his fellow rookies. I love MP's ambition. Going to be fun to see how he battles.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Washington. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's the Prophet in at the 2 guard. And now let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Thanks, Kev. We are deep into the season, and MP is in the thick of the Rookie of the Year race. I asked him if he felt any pressure, and he said, "No way, I'm just here to win. Individual awards are just the icing on the cake." He may be young, but he's already focused on the right things. Guys?
Good stuff, DA. Great stuff, in fact. Gotta love that team-first mindset of MP. And here are the Grizzlies now, moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire.
Here's Irving. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Jackson, a screen on Irving. And Morant throws it down.
Well, he's just lightning fast. Morant is so effective in the 2-man game.
It's Davis on the wing. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. To the paint. Clock at 6. Here's the Prophet. And it's good for 2.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Wells wide open. Shot clock reset for Memphis. A kick out to Bane. Wells sets the pick for Bane. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
And it's good, 2 points. Gafford's got his second basket of the game.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Outside, Bane. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Yeah, Bane is a talented scorer. Not just the perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside.
So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Irving passes to the Prophet. Connects from three-point range. The Prophet's got 5 points so far.
A dependable distributor. Irving is adept at seeing the floor and making the pass.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Luke Kennard comes in for Wells. And Paul subbed in for John Morant. Then for the Mavericks, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Haji Marshall comes in for Davis. And it's Dante Exum in for P.J. Washington. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Here's the Prophet. Kennard covering. The Prophet passes to Marshall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. That's the most in NBA history. And they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck. Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Memphis has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Pass to the Prophet. The layup off target. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks ahead, up 2. And we'll be back with you right after. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Exum. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with the Prophet. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the 4 slot. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, the Prophet in the last game against Cleveland was phenomenal. He scored 20 points, and you love what he gives his team at both ends. Just another of what has been a string of terrific games from him. He's been really rolling. Guys?
Thank you, D.A. Win or lose, Greg, it's amazing the impact he can have on the game.
Yeah, in that last one, he was making plays all over the court. No one could match up with him.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. There's some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. The Prophet passes to Marshall. There's Exum, guarded by Jackson. 6 to shoot. Pass to the Prophet. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Lively's shot is off. Memphis leading by 5. Here's Jackson. Paul surveying the floor. Inside. And it's Clark with the finish.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is set.
Close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello, everybody. So far,
their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one.
And now that we have a second here, let's check out the injury report for this squad. Thank you for being with us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Bane for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Jackson finds Morant. Here's Edey. He's covered by Washington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Right, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. Loads it up for Davis. Poked away.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
For the lead, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Dante Exum, he's checked in for Dallas. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. John Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. 7 points for Desmond Bane.
Stepping in from the line. It's easy money for Bane now.
Get the teardrop, and it's blocked. Now here's Wells. Defense is right there. Offensive rebound. And Ja Morant, good for the 3. Morant's got 11.
Well, when the 3 is falling for Morant, it's a bad sign for the defense.
Here's the Prophet. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Irving. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities and All-Star Weekend, but, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Mavericks trail by 4. Here's the Prophet. No good again that time.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach to.
And it's Morant missing. Mavericks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Pass to Jackson. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night.
At his height, Jackson Jr. just needs to be assertive to successfully attack inside.
Lively inside. The Prophet passes to Williams. Here's the Prophet, guarded by Morant. Shoots the 3. 80 with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.